Alright everybody, welcome to trying to make sure this is working, because this mic didn't work for that mic update. Welcome to the first episode of the prep series. We're officially beginning our prep work blocks. So yesterday was supposed to be a squat day, stuff came up, I couldn't make it yesterday, so I'm combining today's squat and leg accessories, or yesterday's squat and leg accessories with today's bench. So hopefully that'll balance out, and then today's bench accessories I'll just do on my next squat and bench day because I don't have any accessories on that day. It's a piss pouring day. It is currently November 28th. We are getting to work there now, and yeah, let's get this thing going. Alright, so that's the squats done. A bit of late work starting off the prep block. So now we are going into our bench sets. The worst part about that is we gotta strip all this shit down. And this takes forever. Plus I need to get all my gear off, so I'm gonna get to that now. We get a Gymshark package. Let's get this shit open. Alright, so just to give you guys a rundown of the Gymshark order. Don't mind this one stray sock. I just kept it simple. Grabbed a hoodie, grabbed another pair of 2-in-1s, grabbed a beanie. Just, I don't want to spend too much money. Christmas season's coming up. Grabbed myself a couple things. Well, hello guys. It's a little bit later since I recorded the last part. I won't even lie about that. It's 2 days later. I kind of forgot to record the second half of this video. And like tonight's the night I need to edit it, so you're getting the recording while I make some breakfast. So the other thing I wanted to touch on in this video is, in case any of you guys are wondering, I don't know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, it's just something I kind of wanted to talk about myself. Anyway, why I started powerlifting and my choice. Because from like the influencer side, or like the content creator side, there's not, I won't say there's not a whole lot. Maybe I just haven't discovered a whole lot. But it seems like there's not a lot of powerlifting content creators out there. I know powerlifting's not as big as bodybuilding, so obviously there's going to be less than that. But I know powerlifting's still a fair sized sport. But again, it doesn't seem like anyone's making content on it. So that's the reason for why I make content, is because there's like nobody doing it. And I really enjoy this sport, and I want it to be brought to people's attention more, because I think it's fun. But that's not why I started powerlifting. So I started going to the gym in 2019, in April. Just before I graduated high school. I spoke all on this in 75 hard, but like I was like 260, 270 pounds beginning of 12th grade. So I started going to the gym. A new gym had opened up out where I'm from, the Y, which you've seen in one of the vlogs. So I ended up going there for a nice while. Just working out there. My split, I believe, was chest, arms, and core, I think was my split for out there. Wild split, I know. Then I moved in here. Started going to Good Life, started training more. My split at the time then was every 2 days, and I just kind of trained whatever muscle group I wanted to train. Then obviously COVID happened. Had to take some time off training then. We didn't have weights or anything here at the house. So I took some time off for COVID. Once Good Life reopened, post-COVID, it was a completely different setting, because then they had everything on timer, so you were just kind of trying to do what you wanted, when you wanted. I was kind of doing a bro split at the time. Again, nothing optimized, not really focusing on anything, just kind of growing muscle. Wasn't focused on like bodybuilding or anything. I just kind of wanted to look good and feel good. Then hold on, I'll backtrack a bunch. So in the small gym I went to, actually it's the gym my coach went to, it's where I met my coach years ago. A couple guys I went with, they kind of powerlifted, they didn't really, but they introduced me to the squat, bench, and deadlift. And I found, at the time I couldn't squat because my shoulder was messed up. I mean, hey, I can still barely squat with my shoulder. But at the time, I was more focused on the bench and the deadlift. Two movements that I very much enjoyed, and I enjoyed just watching those numbers increase. So eventually, in 2021, I want to say, I started squatting. Awful form, awful everything, but I started squatting. And then obviously that led me down to having all 3 compound movements in my gym decks. But again, I still just kind of like lifted weights to feel good. It wasn't until about June of 2022 where I really got dialed in and sat back and my brain went, yeah, you should try powerlifting. Because in June of that year, I went to the provincial competition here, hosted in St. John's, because this is obviously where provincials is usually hosted. So I went, I had a couple buddies from the gym, I just wanted to go out and be like, hey, will you go? And also, I just wanted it for something to do. So I went out and watched. And just seeing people move the weights that were being moved and seeing, oops, that was loud. Seeing just the energy in the room and the way everybody cheered everyone on, and like the fact that there wasn't, despite it being a powerlifting competition, it's not really a competition. I find with powerlifting, everybody going in there just wants everybody to perform at their best. So it's just constant cheering when people are moving weights, the energy, the environment. It's just all great. So in August, I messaged my coach on Instagram. I was like, hey, do you have any coaching slots available? Like, I want to start powerlifting. So September, we started powerlifting with my coach. That's September of 22. I'm so distracted. I'm so scatterbrained, especially in the morning. So we started powerlifting training then. I guess you could say I started powerlifting focused training on my own in June. And then I said, yeah, I'll get with a coach who knows what he's at. So I got with my coach, got with Team Chrissy. Then in January of this year of 2023, I switched gyms. I finally left my Good Life roots behind me and grew wings and flew from the nest, which I called home for all of those years, and went to reps, and I've never looked back. That's just kind of where we are today. Again, I don't know if it was really much to keep in the vlog, but I did. It's just something I want to try, really. Just why I powerlift. It's for the environment. It's for the vibes. It's for the fun of the sport, and to me, it's also kind of that amazement of pushing the human body to its limit. Not saying I am, obviously not, but like just watching people load more and more weight, and half the time at lighter and lighter weight classes, it's just amazing to see what people are capable of in this sport. I mean, I just really enjoy the sport, and here we are now. We're in prep for our own powerlifting meet, and it's kind of crazy to believe. But that's going to call it for this one. I'll flash the macros and protein up here for the breakfast I'm making. And yeah, that's going to be it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.